It's been close to a year since Harlingen's teenager Nick Peters passed away after a 7-year battle with leukemia. Today, CBS 4's Stephen Seeley spoke with Nick's mother. And Stephen, I guess childhood cancer is really not something we talk about enough.
No, it's not, and that's the message the family wants to bring out. The Peters family wants to bring the message of awareness to everyone in Harlingen as well as across the Rio Grande Valley. Unfortunately, Nick Peters lost his battle with cancer, but his mother continues to fight in the hope that one day someone else won't go through the same thing that she did.
In the end, he was confused and told us often he wasn't ready to die. But in the end, we had to tell him that he was going.
Judy Peters describes her son Nick's final thoughts while battling leukemia. Her family started their journey 8 years ago when they found out Nick had cancer. Because of Nick's fight with childhood cancer, the Peters are doing everything they can to raise awareness and research for the #1 disease killer of children. Because of Nick's fight with childhood cancer, the Peters are doing everything they can to raise awareness and research for the #1 disease killer of children.
And try and raise funds for families who are affected by it so that, one day there's a cure and nobody has to feel the pain that we did.
What our doctors tell parents is if you notice that something is wrong with your child out of the ordinary, there's nothing wrong with asking for further testing.
Victoria Guerra is the Director of Development for Vandy Cook Cancer Clinic in McAllen. Guerra says they diagnose an average of 80 new cases of childhood cancer and see 120 new patients a year.
Here at the clinic, we see a really high incidence of leukemia. About 48% of our children have leukemia. The rest is divided amongst other cancers, the second highest being brain tumors.
But Peters says more needs to be done in the way of research and that there's not enough attention to childhood cancers because most of the funding goes towards adults with cancer.
Very few drugs, even in the last 20 years, only 3 new drugs specifically for childhood cancer, so they're being treated with adult drugs on their little tiny bodies.
Nick's life will live on through how he impacted his family and encourages others battling cancer.
That he didn't want to be the cancer kid. But I hope that he knows how much we love him and miss him every day. And that even through his loss, I hope that we can help other people.
Now, Judy tells me that after a death, some people want to shut the world out, but for her, she feels the need to do more so no one else has to experience what she went through. In the studio, Stephen Seeley, CBS 4 News and ValleyCentral.com.